What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 7 of Laying in the Fairway. Today is Wednesday, May 31st, and let's get it. What's up, Ken?
Hey, bud, how you doing?
Good, man. I'm good. You back to real life? You home from the beach?
Yep. Just happy and depressed at the same time. Happy to be back at your house, of course, but just depressed. Vacation's already over.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
and
not. It's when you have your kids with you. Sometimes it's like not vacation; it's just a trip to the beach. I feel
yeah,
like
yeah, 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 for
because I
sure.
don't.
But we did have in-laws and like aunts and uncles there, so it was like kind of
Nice.
clutch in that regard, where you kind of had some extra set of eyes and some much needed help. So that part is clutch. But yeah, I was like, man, if we actually like paid for our own beach vacation, just us four, that would be brutal. Like
Yeah,
you're just like, all
yeah,
right, we're just at the beach and like fuck. Like
yeah.
it's we're all just stuck in this house together, and then like the weather wasn't the best. So we didn't really go to the actual beach all that much. So yeah, if we didn't have the help, that would have been pretty brutal. But
Yeah. We've got our lake trip coming up, and like my whole family's gonna be there. And it's actually the bookends like our anniversary. So I'm gonna try to make that happen. Be like, hey, while all you guys are here, you want to watch our kids for us?
yeah. Yeah, at least get
We'd
one night
love,
in.
yeah. Exactly. Yeah, man. That's all right though. It's sometimes nice to get away, but it's also like exhausting. It's good to get back, you know. Especially kids, man, getting them back on the schedule. Like it just ruins their life sometimes, like
Oh yeah.
sleeping in beds that aren't theirs and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's not ideal, but yeah, glad to be back, I guess.
It's a week away
Um,
from work too.
well, that's
Can't
the
beat
best
that.
part.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Exactly.
always the best part. I do love the beach. Yeah, every time I go on vacation, I'm just like, all right, I need to get rich, super
Just
rich.
move
I'm
here.
buying a beach house. I'm just gonna live here,
Yeah.
not work.
That's what we talked about. I was like, how can we make it work? Like we'll live in a I don't care. It could be a shack, like a beach shack, and I'll
Yeah,
like work at a golf course and you can bartend. We'll make it work, right? And she's like,
yeah.
no, that doesn't work.
Maybe that's the move after your kids are out of college. Like once your
Oh
kids are out of
yeah.
the house, I think you could definitely make that work.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and just kind of bide your time until you get that your retirement out. Um, yeah, I don't know, but
You can dream of
yeah,
that at least.
yeah. Well, down there
Yeah.
we're in the Outer Banks. Down, dude, there's like 4 or 5 nice courses down there too. So like,
Mhm.
I mean, it's not like you have to just sit on the beach. There's golf, all sorts of stuff to do. They have like killer restaurants down there. The weather wasn't the best, so we ended up just eating at like these baller ass restaurants. I don't know if I'll ever financially recover, but it's just like it's surprisingly good. Like not just like your standard seafood, like legit restaurants.
Yeah.
There's like all sorts of stuff to do down there specifically, but um, you know, wouldn't
Nice.
be a bad spot to live. You know.
No, never. Yeah, man. Getting back to work. I mean, I actually got the call today from the doctor that I'm going back to work next week after 3 months of not working. And I was like, oh, nice, that's sweet. And then I started thinking, I was like, man, it's been really nice just sitting around doing nothing for the
Yeah.
last 3 months. Maybe not. Like I feel like I
Yeah.
like have a little like mini midlife retirement going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
But we'll see. And the faster I get back to it means the faster I can get back on the course, I guess. It means I'm getting
Yeah.
better. So that'll
Yeah.
be good. That'll be good. Because this summer, man, missed Hicks Hacks. I'm missing member guest season. Gonna miss our late summer, early fall golf trip. It's like need to get back out there. And I guess going back to work is probably my first step.
Yeah. The unfortunate first step.
Yeah, right. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. I'll come out of winter ready to do the 5 mulligan challenge. I'll probably need like 25
Yeah,
after not
yeah,
touching the club for a year.
yeah.
But
There you go.
yeah. So you gonna get out and Now you've been talking about it, man. You need some nice
So
weather.
yeah, we ended up not playing at the beach. It was like 30-mile-an-hour winds,
Yeah, that's not
sustained
fair.
winds. It
Yeah.
was like actually perfect. Golf weather was like 60 degrees. Like on the beach itself, though, our house is on the water. So you walk outside, you're like, oh fuck, dude. There's like winds blowing nonstop. All you see is like white caps, like waves are crazy. You're like, oh dude, it's like storms coming. But once you got to the other side, like the sound side, it was like pretty legit. So actually would have been pretty perfect for golf. But we kind of bagged it before we like walked back down to the other side. We're like, oh, oops. And it was like that every day, pretty much from like Tuesday on. So ended up not playing down there, which was a big dagger. Almost
You
got
lugged your golf. Let's say you lugged your golf clubs all the way down there.
yeah, lugged him down there, got to a big fight about whether we needed to pack the stroller or my golf clubs. Oh, like gloves are going in. I don't care about the stupid stroller. Use the stroller every day.
Didn't even
Just
touch
sat
the
my
clubs.
clubs down in the basement, just didn't even touch them. So that was pretty hilarious. Yeah, well, luckily I shoved both of them in there. I had
Yeah.
to like repack the whole car just like right before we are gonna leave, just like oh, like total dad, just angry dad move. Like, yeah, that was hilarious. And then just didn't even use them. And then you get the didn't need the clubs
Yep.
anyway.
Yeah.
She didn't actually say that, but
Never
she
fails.
she she
Never
felt
fails.
it. I could feel it.
Yeah.
So
You feel it in
yeah,
her eyes.
didn't play. So didn't do the Mulligan challenge. We're just gonna have to stop. We're gonna have to stop talking about the Mulligan challenge till
Yeah.
we can actually get out there and do it.
Yeah.
One of these days. I don't want to make any promises this week, but yeah, we'll get out there soon.
Just drop it on people. It'll be a surprise.
It's
A surprise
becoming,
video.
yeah, there we go, surprise video. But it is becoming like quite the hot topic. I think we're catching a lot of flack.
Yeah.
It's like every day it seems like.
Yeah. We're not credible sources because everybody thinks we're jackasses.
Yeah.
Oh man. Shit.
I
Would
don't
you
blame
watch
them.
any did you watch any of the golf while you're at the beach or just soaked in the sun,
Yeah,
man?
caught some in between like Bluey and like I think I watched Toy Story 15
Nice.
times. Just
Yeah,
because
why
the
not?
kids, we weren't at like I said, could go down to the beach, so we weren't stuck inside. We had a great time like walking around and stuff, but like the kids were bombarding the
Yeah.
TV when we were inside. Um, so I did catch some. Um, you know, picked the wrong English guy. I was feeling some tea and crumpets, some English muffins, and uh, picked the wrong motherfucker. I didn't even know Harry Hall existed. I figured Fleetwood, you know,
Yeah.
Fleetwood's my English
Well,
guy. Got to be
when I
him.
saw him, because he's Harry Hall's a unit. I saw him. I was like, "Is that Bryson? Like, what happened? Did Bryce?
Yeah,
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 he's wearing that stupid
yeah.
fucking hat." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Damn, who is this guy?"
Yeah.
Yeah, he blew it, man. He was like wire to wire, and then just on Sunday, just completely blew it. It was all right. It wasn't that great to
Yeah, I
watch,
watched
honestly.
Sunday. That was tough to watch. Like the biggest thing that's sticking out is this drive on 18, like, hit a little hooky, and like hit a tree, but still had the juice to like get all the way to that pond. And the announcer said it was 340. I was like, dude, that's a tough break if you hit a 340 drive just off the fairway and you catch that bad break into the pond.
Yeah,
I mean, you still had a chance after your boy Gree-Lo, uh
yeah. It's
after
not Grio, man.
it's Grillo.
No, it's
What is it?
Gree-Lo. He
Gree-Lo.
Americanized it. Yeah, he had a sweet name, the two L's and the O's. Like nothing's better than that in the Spanish language. And I guess he decided to Americanize it. And he's Gree-Lo. 'Cause they
Gree-Lo.
kept saying it on the broadcast, and I was like, that's gotta be
Well,
wrong.
the
And then I looked at,
Americanized version would be Grillo.
yeah, well,
Hey,
true.
Grillo, we about to
No, but
throw
I
some
looked at it.
burgers on the Grillo. You want
I
dogs
looked,
too? Cheese? All right.
yeah,
What do they do
I
down
looked,
there in Argentina? They got that Malbec, right? Yeah, well, I go to Outback. They have that there too. Oh, that's Australia. Shit. All right. I thought the same thing. A words. I don't know.
Damn. Yeah, but I looked it up and he sent a tweet out like back in like 2015. And he's like, it's Gree-Lo, not Grio, and like spelled it out phonetically. And I was like,
Really?
damn, dude.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
that's weird. Well, that was back when he was like coming on the scene. He was rookie of the year. I think it was 2015. He was rookie of the year. And I haven't heard from him since. Like he's been just bouncing around. It was good to see him win. He tried to blow it though.
Yeah.
On
I didn't know.
18, he hit
What
it
do you
and it like
so
started going down that stream. Like,
yeah,
what was
what happened
that?
there? So could he not have played that? Like where it ended up? It kind of got stuck on like a
Well,
rock. So I'd assume that's why he didn't play it, but I didn't know if he like technically could have.
I think it came back towards him. So like he either
Oh.
play it
I thought
like
I saw
from
him
like
walking back though,
I
because
don't know, man,
ended
but
up
he had to drop.
he ended up dropping on the cart path, which was
Yeah.
I don't I had a hard time recalling the time I've seen that. But I guess like they were saying like there was the hill and some kind of like spotty rough there, or he could just get
Yeah.
the good lie off the cart path. But and I guess if you're a pro, you don't care about your clubs. Like I'm not doing that because I'm like I'm not scratching
No.
up my club. But if you're a pro, you're like, who gives a shit about this club? I'll get a new
Give me
one.
a new one tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So not a bad play. I mean, he hit a good shot from there, a little, cut stinger, which is a
Yeah.
nice move. But then I guess he didn't get up and in and doubled. So he let the Hall and Shank back in it. Does Shank have a
And
tweet of how you're
Hall.
supposed to say his name?
What a brutal name for a golfer.
Shank, yeah,
I mean, come on, man. You gotta change that.
yeah.
I don't know how you can change it, but you gotta figure out a way to change it. That's a
It's either
brutal
Shank or
name.
Skank. I don't know which one's worse,
Well,
but
who knows?
or I guess Shank.
Yeah.
That's
Shunk.
even that's the worst of
Shunk.
the three.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, that's bad too.
but yeah, Hall would that's what I'm saying. Like Hall was still in it, even as bad as he's playing. I mean, he's kind of just like wasn't really playing bad. He just had like he only had one birdie, um, and I think four bogeys. So he just kind of like you know he had a terrible shot on 16 that short side off the bunker that he bogeyed that, but he was still in it. 18 and then just had that brutal break. I thought hitting that drive into that pond. So yeah, that was it. It's always tough to see a guy just kind of blow it like that. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
especially like a younger dude. He's me thinking about that, but
Yeah, I think
he'll
he's a rookie.
whatever. Yeah, yeah, he's
Yeah,
only
he'll be all right.
24, 25. Then Shepard, I don't know how he didn't win that. When he was started coming up on the front nine on
hmm
Sunday, I'm like, all right, well, this is over. And then he hit the hole in one. I was like, okay, there it is.
Yeah,
But like every time he would birdie, he would bogey and bring it back or something like so.
yeah. The
But
back
he's
nine
still
was playing tough apparently.
the whole
Um,
course. I mean, that course must have been brutal because there were guys. I mean, like I picked Brian Fox, and he was at like 5, 6 under at one point during the tournament. He finished at 1 under. Um, who else? Somebody else. Oh, Ben On was up there at like 7 under at one point, and he finished over par. I'm pretty sure.
really. Well,
So,
speaking of Englishmen, blowing it, Harris English shot like seven over on or
yeah,
six over.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
terrible. Because I figured he was gonna. I figured it'd be between him and Scheffler, honestly,
yeah,
between the names on the leaderboard. But
right.
yeah, that was pretty brutal. But
Yeah,
Scheffler still, I mean, finished top, T3. His record this year is insane. So he's played 15 events, 14 top 25s, 11 top of those are top tens, 2 wins, one runner up, and two thirds. So in 14 events, like that's insane, dude.
unreal. Yeah.
He's on fire.
But he's not a closer still.
He's just not. He's just not. I didn't mind seeing him lose to a bunch of nobodies. I know
Yeah.
that. I mean, he's still
Yeah.
got to still clocking checks. Maybe it's
Yeah.
jealousy. Maybe that's my issue.
Yeah, could
Yeah,
be.
but
But yeah, I
other than
think
that, what a great tournament. I mean, the other big names like Hovland and Homa, like you'd
Hovland
see
kind
him
of
pop
blew it.
up and you see
Yeah.
shots and then just nothing. So
Yeah,
I don't
Hovland
know
did
what's
not
going
have it on Sunday.
on.
Playing
He's
tough Sunday. I think 67 was the lows. low round on Sunday, which is 3 under. Like that's
No, yeah, it's
not very
nothing.
good.
Yeah, for sure, for
All for the
sure.
pros.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Be
um,
good for us if we had 5 mulligans, but
it's doable at least.
my boy Ricky had a 67, snuck up to a tie for 6.
Yeah,
Saw he's in
there you
the
go.
qualified for the Open now.
He's made more money this year, I saw, than the last 3 seasons combined.
Holy shit.
Good for him.
Yeah. Well, I think he's
He's,
doing fine from the endorsement money, but
oh yeah, for sure, for sure. It'll keep him around because he was one of those names that's talking. There was rumoring to go to live before he got his game back. Like, why wouldn't he?
I
But
was thinking that, and I would assume that he stayed for the sponsored money because
yeah,
I'm like, he
true.
didn't stay for the PGA money because that's
Hell, he
you
barely had a
can't be counting
car.
on that.
Yeah,
But I figured he
yeah,
probably figured if he slept, like a lot of those guys got their sponsors cut, and you want to. I guess I mean you're getting a guaranteed contract from Liv though too though, so it's kind of like I guess he probably figured he's probably in the boat where like all right, I already have the guaranteed sponsor money, or at least mostly guaranteed or whatever. I don't know how that works, but
yeah,
so he can
yeah.
just stay on the PGA Tour, keep his good rep, and then still make the Ryder. Like he has potential to make the Ryder Cup now the way he's playing,
That'd be cool.
especially
'Cause he
if
was
he can
good
get a
when he
win.
played. Yeah, he was a good Ryder
Yeah,
Cupper.
yeah, oh yeah.
Um,
There's that iconic photo of him when he was still single, I guess, with like the champagne
yeah,
glass
everybody's
or
kissing.
champagne bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's got a chance. So, like, yeah, for him, it's probably a little easier to stay. Um,
Yeah.
so good to see him coming back, though. I feel like he's due, but at the same time, there's like a big next
So
step to
tough
like
out
go
there,
from
man.
top 10 to the actually being in contention. It's easy to
Yeah.
backdoor on Sunday when there's no pressure.
Yeah. True. And I mean, there's so many names out there now. Like, it's crazy
Like
that on any given
Harry
any
Hall
given
coming out
week.
of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, on any given week, like you're like, oh yeah, that guy could win. Why not?
Yeah.
So that's crazy. Um, speaking of Liv was in our neck of the woods. DC supposed to have been pretty fucking sweet, man. I know a few people that went. I know my dad went and he loved it. He was like, it's not like any other golf tournament you'll ever go to, but it was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. We had our on course correspondent, John, and my dad there as well on Saturday. Um, the biggest takeaway I heard was they ran out of beer
Oh
like at
man.
3 o'clock. I
Yeah.
don't know how the fuck you run out of beer at a
Well,
major event like that. I guess they weren't used to Northern Virginia. They just came from
yeah.
Oklahoma, so uh, they weren't ready for the alcoholism of the
Real
DC area.
alcoholics. Functional
Like,
alcoholics.
oh, I thought you guys had jobs there. Yeah, that's why we
Yeah.
have to drink. uh,
Jobs are stressful up here.
yeah. The government's
Yeah.
about to shut down every day. Come on. Like,
It
uh,
looks sweet though. I mean,
I,
finally they got a course that people can't just joan on. I mean, it
yeah.
wasn't like the joke of Twitter all
Yeah.
weekend, which was nice. But the course looks sweet. I haven't been there since I was a kid. When I was a kid, and it wasn't Trump National. It was Lowe's Island, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
played there when I was real young. But I mean, that was shit. That was probably 20 years ago. So I didn't remember it at all. But it looks sweet, like the big
Yeah.
waterfall people could like
Yeah.
stand up on to watch over the 18th green or whatever. That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Say what you will about Trump, but I can't imagine him having a shitty course when
Oh
it's going to
hell
be on
no,
TV like that. So,
hell no.
I did see he sent like the nub son to like be the representative Eric
Yeah.
Trump.
Do you see? So I heard this. I heard this on the radio this morning. I don't know how true it is, but they said he went out and played the course the morning what so they start Friday morning before they teed off. He went out and played the course before the pros played. But hey, you own
Hey,
the
gotta make
place.
sure it's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably,
Uh,
and he drives his cart up on the green. So
oh yeah.
you imagine getting up there and be like, "What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I got a birdie putt, and there's a tire track right through my my line."
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, it looked good though. Harold Varner won. I always loved him, man.
yeah.
HB3. He seems like a just a legit dude,
Oh yeah.
and he seems like he loves to party.
Oh yeah.
I
I would love to
I
hang out with him. Go
yeah.
go for a round and then the after party, post
Oh
round.
yeah.
Yeah. That'd be certainly one of the dudes I'd pick to play
Yeah.
with.
He's went to ECU, so you
Yeah, you know.
huge party school. You know he gets after it.
Yeah. Well,
You
and
know
he
he
was one of the
does.
guys that was like, I came for the money, and you
Yeah,
appreciate
he's
that.
truthful
And now
about it.
he won
Yeah.
4 million. He said he wanted to do like he's trying to raise money for his charity and his family and all that good stuff. So like,
Yeah.
pretty badass. Yeah, good to
There was
see him get one in.
a really funny video I saw. So at the end, you know how they go out and they spray champagne all over everybody. Taylor Gooch runs out to spray champagne all over him from the backside, and from this side, his like 1-year-old son's like waddling out, and he's getting champagne, and he's like, "Come on, dude! Like, I got my baby." And Gooch is like, "Oh, sorry." So that was funny.
uh,
But yeah, I'm excited to go, man. I don't know, like I didn't know what to
yeah,
expect, but from everything I hear, it sounds like don't expect a PGA tournament. That's not what this
Yeah.
is.
Well, that's what I heard too. So, and I would have definitely gone if I wasn't at the beach, but I heard like it was awesome because it wasn't like super crowded like a PG event and also wasn't like super roped off. So
Yeah,
like it was like the access was like your VIP. Like, John was sending us videos of like him literally like
right
right
next to
next to Cam
dudes.
Smith, right next
Yeah.
to Brooks, right next to DJ, just watching them tee off like right there. And like there's been a couple PG events I've been to where I've kind of you kind of figure out a spot where you can get in there and you kind of like have to stake your spot. And then like when
Yeah.
Tiger comes, like 1,000 people
Yeah.
come and
Well,
crowd
a
you.
PGA
But like
event, you almost have to just post up on one
yeah,
hole for the whole
yeah,
day.
right, to get your spot.
Yeah,
Um,
so
and that's kind of what I've ended up doing the past couple PGA events. Like I went to the BMW Championship up in Maryland last year, or maybe it was 2 years ago.
what was
Time's
that,
irrelevant at
Caves?
this point.
Yeah.
Caves, yeah, with Cantlay beat Bryson in the playoff, and that was awesome. But like we just posted up on 18 and we're found the bar
Sweet.
and
Nice. Of
but
course.
like but you couldn't like follow people. It's just crack packed and like the course is so big and like yeah, when it's that many people, you just like all right, dude, let's just find our
Yeah.
spot. So, but what I yeah, what the feedback from Lib was like, I mean, you could walk around anywhere. If they didn't run out of beer, it would have been awesome. Like, and I
The
also heard
moment of
like
the week. Go ahead.
there was a lot of people that you could, like weren't necessarily golf fans. So like people went because it was an event versus
Yeah.
golf, and like you get that a lot like Scottsdale. Obviously, you get that with like Waste Management, but like so they're definitely drawing a crowd, which is pretty cool to hear. That wouldn't
Hmm.
necessarily normally go to a PGA event.
Yeah. My moment of the weekend was one of the videos John sent. I think it was a Brooks tee shot. He hits it, and then you just hear your dad in the background going, "Ooh, off the cart pad." And your dad's
Yeah,
standing
like
right
going
next to him. I'm
right.
like, I know Brooks heard that. Ooh, off the cart pad. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Uh,
It was like that's because hey, that'd be like just playing with him.
yeah,
That's what you
yeah,
say when you're
yeah.
playing with somebody.
Yeah. I think
That
when
was
you get
hilarious.
older, you just don't give a fuck of it.
Yeah.
You just start saying shit.
That was awesome.
Oh, bummer, bud. Not gonna like that one.
uh, I have to bring your dad with me when they come down to Greenbrier. Like, hey
Yeah.
Charlie, you wanna come join me? Yeah. Well, it looks sweet. I'm pumped. Um, we can go out maybe and shoot some videos or something.
Yeah.
Try to do some content. I don't know. Maybe you can come down. We can spend a night at the casino and have a
Yeah.
time. Have a
Sounds like
time.
a
We got a
plan.
couple months to figure that out. But
Yeah.
this week coming up, we got the Memorial. It's an elevated event. Good field. I think 7 top 10 in the official world golf ranking are playing. Pretty iconic place, Jack's Place, Muirfield Village. So Should be pretty sweet. I mean, all the guys on tour seem to love it. They love Jack. They love Jack, just like they love Arnie. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Should be good.
Yeah, I love Jack too, but we do have a inside source, anonymous source, who claims that Jack is an asshole.
I
And I,
know. I don't believe it.
and I don't believe it for 1 second. I think that's some liberal media bullshit, and this guy should be charged with treason. Just
Yeah,
wanted to throw that out there. Yeah,
you
that's
can't
just
talk about
blasphemous behavior.
the goat
Yeah,
like
what
that.
is he doing? Ugh, disgusting.
Uh,
Just disgusting
just
behavior.
terrible,
But I
terrible
did
fake
look up.
news.
So interesting knowledge. Muirfield Village is named after Muirfield in Scotland, which I was
Yeah.
like, well, no shit. That makes so much sense. But I just found that fact out today. I was like, oh,
Didn't
okay.
put two and two
I was like,
together.
why does Muirfield sound familiar? Like, yeah, just yeah.
Yeah.
I was also looking up. It's not that expensive to go to Muirfield, fly to Scotland. Like, I think the place it's like 395 pounds, which is a little much, but like to play at Muirfield, like Scotland golf trip on the
Well, a
table,
lot
in
of
my
those,
opinion.
yeah, a lot of those courses over there are just munis.
Yeah,
They're run by like the city, so they're not bad. But
yeah. I'm sure you could
yeah,
pick out some nice ones near there as well that were like nice as shit, just not Muirfield. You play Muirfield 1 day and then you go play the other munis. Scotland trip, you got to do it. Probably not
for
this year.
sure.
Well, I mean, once your
No,
knee's back,
definitely not
but
this year.
yeah,
Definitely not this year. I have to save up for that one a little bit.
yeah,
Um, but Muirfield Village, I mean, it's usually a good tournament. A lot of the top guys win. Like it seems to like have top players winning or at least competing in it, like contending in it. So last five is like Horschel, Cantlay. He's won it twice. Bryson won it. Rahm's won it. Tiger's won five of them. So I mean, it's always seems to be a good tournament. I mean, it's in
yeah.
Ohio, so that kind of fucking
Well,
sucks. Like it's a
yeah.
shithole state, but no, no, we're never traveling there. But
Yeah, no, I feel bad for the players having to go there. I
yeah,
was wondering, like, for the broadcast, um, I'm surprised they can get the broadcast off if because they don't have Wi-Fi
they
in
don't have internet.
Ohio. They don't have internet.
Yeah, yeah.
Their trains are derailing. I hope no one's taking a train there.
They set up shop at Dan Gilbert's house. It should be a pretty good tournament, man.
What a dumb joke, dude.
It plays. It plays. It's funny to I don't know 15 people.
Oh, all right, sorry.
And we're
Uh,
back. All right. Oh man.
uh, but yeah, I mean, the other thing about the course is like they just did the redesign back in
Hmm.
2020, I think, and so now it's like supposedly, I mean, at that time it played super hard, but like they're kind of gearing up it to have it like a major tournament almost. I mean, it's an
Yeah,
elevated event now, so it's like a
they're gonna have
super tough
to.
course. So I think like as you mentioned, the last winners all the big dogs. I could see the big dogs kind of coming out today. I don't expect like a Harry Hall or Adam Schenk to be up there this week.
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, so we'll see. Should be pretty sweet. I mean, these elevated events, all of them except one of them have been paid off it for the viewers at least. So, but like you said, like if they're gonna do this, they should make these elevated things like majors, like set them up hard as shit and
Yeah,
make the course a part of it. You know?
yeah, and I have a feeling just based off what I read today that that's going to be the plan for this week.
Nice, nice. All right, we want to dive in some picks. We gotta get off the schneid here, Ken.
Yeah, at this point, if you're
Been
following
brutal.
my picks, you're an idiot.
That's all right. That's all right. You just need one to get you back. One to get you back.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll kick it off here this week. Try to change up the mojo a little bit. But I've been looking at the player props. So, and they have the ones where it's like top finisher from America, top European, and they have top Asian finisher. And I'm gonna go with Hideki. He's plus 420 to be top Asian finisher. Everybody else, it's all the South Korean dudes. So Sung Jae, Tom Kim, Siwoo Kim, Ben On. Sung Jae is far and away the favorite in this category, and he's
Hmm.
been playing like dog shit. I mean, he's
He shot at
shot
80.
80. He shot an
That
80 a couple weeks ago, and
yeah.
then um, yeah, he didn't play well last week either. I don't think he made the cut last week. So he's
Hmm.
been playing like shit. I don't know why he's a favorite here. He's like plus 180 or something. So Hideki, always
Wow.
solid. He seems to be kind of, I mean, he's not back to where he was like 8 years ago, but he's still solid. So he's
Yeah.
pretty good here. Tom Kim's kind of wild card. He's like either comes out gunning or
Yeah.
he's so young. He's only
Not
20.
this year.
Yeah. Siwoo, same thing. Been on. I mean, all these Korean guys, I don't know, they seem up and down, but I feel Hideki like reminds me of Adam Scott. He's just like always there. He's just
Yeah.
always there. So,
Especially on a tough course when you need ball striking, the
yeah,
rough's thick. Yeah.
for sure. So I'm going Hideki, top Asian, plus 420. What you got for me,
I
Ken?
like that a lot. Um, I gotta stick with the winners. I need one bad. What I don't want to do is lay up and go for an easy one and still miss. You take out
Yeah,
the iron and you still hit it in the rough or
yeah.
OB. So got to keep plugging away with the winners. I'm going Scotty Scheffler plus 600 on FanDuel. If you get him on DraftKings, they're doing like the extra bonus plus 250. So you can get him at 850 on DraftKings.
It's nice.
So I'm doing both, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, we already talked about it. He's
we already
always up
talked about
there.
Scotty. He's there. And I feel like he's going to be a little extra motivated at Jack's course.
Hmm.
So I probably just put the hex on him, and he's going to finish outside the top 25. But
His worst
yeah,
tournament in two
I
years.
got I need a I need I need to ride the horse, the thoroughbred. So I'm going Scotty.
There you go. Get back on it. Get back on it.
Yep.
Well, hopefully we can both get back on it and get to 3-3. You can get off that one fur you're in right now. You're stuck on
Yeah.
one. We need to get you out of that hole there.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, man. Well, oh, and we got I'm gonna go plug our YouTube channel now. So been working on we're gonna have some sweet new design on our YouTube videos. Looks a lot more professional than it did. Told y'all last week I've been working on my editing, so check out the YouTube. We're gonna try to put out more videos. Subscribe to the YouTube. I think that's gonna be where we're at mostly once we get out there and get going. So just a little shameless plug of ourselves. But want to thank everyone for listening. Remember, also subscribe to the pod, our other socials, Twitter at Fairway Pod, Instagram at Laying in the Fairway Pod. And thanks everybody for listening. See
See
y'all.
y'all.